The North Central Citizens Council has condemned the action of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) for what it calls a witch hunt against the former KOGI State Governor Yahaya Bello. The coordinator, Mohammed Energy, who expressed concern over the ongoing intimidation and harassment of the former governor in a press conference, pointed out that the original charge against Yahaya Bello over his alleged involvement in a conspiracy to convert funds belonging to the Kogi state government was unfounded and just a political victimization. Clavis Florence Joshua brings us details.
Former Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello's altercation with the EFCC began on Wednesday last week when the operatives of the anti-graft agency laid siege to his Benghazi Street, Wuse Zone 4 Abuja residence in a bid to arrest him ahead of his planned arrangement for money laundering on Thursday. The EFCC operatives barricaded the street, preventing vehicular traffic in the area. But the ex-governor refused to grant the operative access to his residence or give himself up, leading to a standoff which lasted for several hours. Amidst the tense situation, the governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, drove to his predecessor's compound with heavy security operatives. 2 hours later, he allegedly drove away with Bello in his car, thus helping him to evade arrest. Miffed by the development, the FCC in a statement warned that it will no longer condone the obstruction of its operatives in the course of their duties. However, the NTC highlighted that this offense is said to have occurred way before Bello assumed office as governor, thus raising doubts about the validity of the allegations.
First, we see it as a case of political victimization and not that of a fight against corruption, as it is being presented to the unsuspecting members of the public. The facts are there. The said fraud for which Yahaya Bello is being hounded was allegedly committed when he was not even the governor of Kogi State. Moreover, two people who were also not government appointees as at then have been charged with the same offense in the past. Secondly, nobody will be misled into thinking that the current regime is fighting corruption. If EFCC is desirous of fighting corruption, they should start from the presidency and then to Lagos State, which has been the corruption hub in the country since the current democratic dispensation. They should also probe the FIRS, the judiciary, and the NNPC. That is when we will know we will now take them seriously. The travail of Yahaya Bello, who is one of our respected leaders, is an affront to the North Central region and a desperate attempt by the Yoruba elements to silence our leaders in order to take over the North, beginning from our region, North Central. The attack on Adamu of Nasarawa State and Malam Nasir El-Rufai, who is being accused of sponsoring subversive activities against the government, is part of the grand design to enthrone the Oduduwa hegemony in the region. Now it is Yahaya Bello. We don't know who is next.
Similarly, the group also accused the Tinubu's government of trying to achieve a Yoruba agenda with the country's topmost position headed by Yorubas and the recent witch hunt of North Central leadership.
The question is, why the desperation to arrest and prosecute Yahaya Bello if not to silence him? Why the desperation? If not a sinister motive and ethnic bigotry. It all points to one thing, a grand design to silence the North Central leadership and dominate the region. We strongly believe that the onslaught against the North Central leaders is part of the urbanization process that began since the coming of Tinubu, wherein the major sensitive positions like presidency, the CGF, CBN, FIRS, Customs, EFCC, Immigration, IGP, Attorney General, among others, are in hands of this same ethnic group.
Since the end of his tenure as Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello has been in a running battle with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). The anti-graft agency has accused the former governor of being involved in the money laundering of 80.2 billion naira belonging to the Kogi State government.